Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Sonny Gray. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Booth. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
One down. Here's Juan Soto. Tap foul at the plate. Just getting started here from Fenway Park. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
There's the strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
And the 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Man at first, one away. On a line. Takes it in for the out. And there's two away. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
First baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Yeah.
Ball inside.
Pitch is in for a strike. 1-2.
That's a ball.
He goes down looking. Back here at Fenway, and taking the ball for the Mets, Nolan McLean. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Leading off, Cedar Rafaela. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Ground ball right side. Simeon, toss over to first. One pitch and one out.
Batting second, left fielder, Roman Anthony.
Ball one. Hey!
The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses, and it's 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting third, designated
Two
hitter,
outs, base is empty. Now batting Jaron Duran. Right through there for a strike. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
In the dirt, and the count is 1-2.
Pitch is out.
That one
Ball.
missed.
That's inside.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two down, nobody on. Right through there, got him. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Fenway, second inning set to go. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Got him. Now one away.
Hey.
Here's the 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2. No score here in the second. On the ground. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 7.
Here is
Second
Marcus
baseman,
Semien.
Marcus Semien.
Out towards right center field. Rafaela on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras.
Ball in.
The 1-2.
Ball. That's down.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that one's going to get into the corner. And he'll pull him to second safely.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. That one to first. He takes it on his own. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Trevor Story. Not close with that one. And that is ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. The Bo Sox looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. In the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Safe. And they take the lead.
Batting 7. Third baseman, Taylor Hernandez.
He didn't want want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Back in Boston, here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That one outside. Ball 1.
Hey. Ball, that's in.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The 2-2. In the air to left center, Rafaela coming on, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, right fielder Carson Bench.
On the ground, right side. Meyer to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor digs in now.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Comes the 2-2. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. You can kiss it goodbye. A solo shot. And we're level. It's 1-1.
Nope, that's down.
Soto in his 8th season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That's ball 2.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just missed. Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Back here in Boston, still stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. That one fouled off. The 0-1.
8-2.
Swings through him for the K. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. That's in there. That is strike 2. Swings here and blasts one left field. Just missed it. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Ceddanne Rafaela now at the plate. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Foul ball. And the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And foul ball. This one in the air, right field. And it's a foul ball. Tied up here in the early going. High fly ball, right field. And that is that. Back here in Boston as we go to the top of the fourth. BOS-g1 up now for the Mets.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
In the air, right field. And there's one down.
Ball.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the
Here's
Mets,
Luis Robert. Struck out swinging his first time.
Jr.
And that one is lifted in the air. Anthony on the move to the alley. And there are two outs.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Brett Baty.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2-1 now. And he swings through that one. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Abreu makes a move towards the gap. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony.
Left fielder, Roman Anthony.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Simeon, toss over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Next for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Jaron Duran.
That's out.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Fought off foul. The 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. A double and a run scored his first time up. This one in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
In the dirt. The 0-2. Popped up. And that will end the inning. Back here at Fenway, we go to the top of the fifth. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
Right through there for a strike. Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He sends a rocket to left, and the Mets jump in front. It's 2-1. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Carson Benj.
Nope, outside.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall. That one drilled left field. And it bangs off the monster. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Man on second, 2 down.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That one misses, and now 3-0. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Rips that one to right. And that is that. Mets draw closer thanks to the home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, so stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story.
Inside ball.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Caleb Service.
In the air to left center. Soto should have this one. Takes it in for the out. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a ball line to center. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a miss as he was late. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses. And that's 6 Ks. Back here at Fenway. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. BOS-g1 up now for the Mets. High fly ball lifted into near right field. Abreu takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Ball.
This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
And that misses. And now 3-1. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So man aboard. And now it's Luis Robert. Base knock center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. New pitcher on now, Giovanni Moran.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Mets going with a pinch hitter, Mark Vientos. Big spot for him here.
Ball.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
2 on, 1 out.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now Marcus Semien steps up in a big spot.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Ball. Down.
First and second, 2 down. And we're the top half of the 6th. They take the force out, and that is that. Back now at Fenway. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Ceddanne Rafaela. McClain back to work.
No. Inside.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Sean Manaea.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
He's trying for third in the dirt. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. Ripped on the ground to second. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Duran now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is fouled back. Mania in his 10th season, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2013. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. In the air, right field. And that'll do it. Top of inning number 7. Here's the catcher for the Mets. And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Johan Oviedo. Tap foul at the plate. Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out. Ball one, no strikes.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. 2 away now. So back to the top of the order. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 1-2. And that one finds its way through. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Juan Soto with a rocket, and they jump in front in the 7th. It's 4-2. So 2 down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Backed off the plate that time.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
To third. Durbin zips it across. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th. Still stepping in for Boston. Wilyer Abreu. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop Trevor Story. Now pitching for the Mets, number 32, Tobias Myers.
This one in the air center field. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Here's a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back inside Fenway Park, digging in. Jorge Polanco. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Justin Slate.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the 1-0. Just missed.
Off the plate.
And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. And now it's Mark Vientos. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
With a lay off that pitch down.
Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked. That's in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And now it's even up. This one in the air right field. Abreu towards the line. 2 down. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez.
Nope.
Way out front for strike 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. Back here in Boston. So stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez.
Ball, that's inside.
Ground ball up the middle. Simeon toss over to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. And that one fouled off. The Red Sox down by a pair here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Rafael in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ripped into right center. Base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder, Roman Anthony. Now pitching for the Mets, number 60, Brian Hudson.
Ball, that's out.
In the air to left center. Soto under it. That is the inning. Back in Boston. All set to start the 9th in this one. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Zach Kelly.
Number 76, Zach Kelly.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Anthony under it. And a quick out, number 1.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one off the mark. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Right through there for a strike. Swing at a ground ball. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. And another ball.
Ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it. BOS-g1 gets a chance to hit.
Ball. That's ball 2.
Look out!
Hey, that ball
And it hit him.
Hey.
Two on, 2 outs. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Last chance for the home team. Here now the Red Sox DH, Jarren Duran. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Off the mark there. Ball 3. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lindor on to first. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 38, Kevin Williams.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Comes up empty. The Mets trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. And that skips in the dirt. Set down on strikes. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. 0 for 3 in this one. The Bo Sox down to their final strike. Got him. That finishes the evening's action.
Well, Boog, I can think of prettier ways to get your first win on the mound in the majors. He'll have some work to do after the blown save, but a win is a win. Congrats to him on this career milestone.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
No me cuquen, lean los números pa' que se eduquen. Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caduquen. En este género yo fui un Hadouken. Ey, y se extinguieron como los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague, se apaga el sol. Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiro Barbasol.